What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the vault. My name is Muddy, and today we are going to be looking at what I think should be the third wave of Parks and Recreation Funko Pops. Now, Parks and Recreation is my favorite TV show of all time. We had the first wave back in 2017, 2018-ish, and then it was radio silence for years until we got this most recent wave over here. Right here. I also made a full set of custom Funko Pops for Parks and Rec because I didn't think that we'd be getting any more from Funko. So if you want to see me make my customs of Ben Wyatt, and Perkins, Duke Silver, I'll link that in the description and on the end card of this video for you to check out after. And if you like the suggestions in this video, make sure you like this video down below. And don't forget to comment below with which Parks and Rec characters or moments or outfits you want to see Funko make in future waves. So let's start with the commons that this wave could hypothetically get. For the first wave of Parks and Rec Pops, we got Leslie, Ron, Lil Sebastian, Andy, and April as 5 commons. For the second wave, we got Leslie the Riveter, Andy as Princess Unicorn Sparkle, Janet Snakehole, Duke Silver, and Hunter Ron. So there have been 5 commons for each wave, so we're going to keep the trend up with 5 commons for this hypothetical third wave that we could get. And I think that those 5 commons should be Leslie in her wedding dress, Ann Perkins with a chase, which we'll talk about in just a second, Chris Traeger, Donna Meagle, and then Andy Dwyer with a pop pet buddy of Champion. Now let's start with Leslie. So I picked Leslie in her wedding dress because for each wave so far, we've had at least one Leslie as a common, with the original Leslie and then Leslie the Riveter. So I think that having another Leslie variant is important to this set because Leslie is such an iconic character from Parks and Rec, and she's the central character. Plus the wedding dress that Anne makes her is so adorable and so perfect for her character. I think it would be a slam dunk. I've seen some custom artwork of this pop that I'll post over here, which turned out great. And I think that an official one would look absolutely amazing. Looking at Ann Perkins, I think that Ann Perkins should have 2 variants, and I didn't want to make one an exclusive, so I figured that a chase would be the best way to do it. I think that Anne in more like, her business casual clothing would be the common, and then for the chase of this common, it would be her in her nurse outfit. Very similar to the custom that I made of her a couple years ago. Next up, we have Chris Traeger. Chris Traeger is probably like my second favorite character. So not having a Chris pop yet is criminal to me, in my opinion. So, I mean, Chris Traeger, he has to happen. He has to be super excited, whether he's pointing or waving or something. But he's such an inspirational character. He's literally one of the funniest characters in the show. So I really think that a Chris Traeger pop would be a centerpiece of this third wave. Same with Donna Meagle. It's crazy that Donna and Chris haven't had pops yet, so Donna, you have to have her. And then, of course, the final item for this common set is Andy with a little pop buddy of Champion. They've done pet pop buddies, whatever you called them, in the past for dogs, so I think it just would make a lot of sense for us to have one of Champion, unless Champion were to get his own pop or something. But I think having Champion as a little pop buddy in there with Andy is would be just a really cool thing to see. I also picked a Leslie variant and an Andy variant because for this most recent wave of Parks and Rec Pops, they're all variants of characters that we've already had. The only new character that we got was Ben as a Big Apple Collectibles item, so I just think that they would do at least 2 variants of 2 really popular characters, so that's why I did a Leslie one and a variant of Andy. Now, moving on to exclusives, I have 5 exclusives as well because this most recent wave of Parks and Rec Pops has a bunch of exclusives with it, so I'm holding out hope that that trend would continue forward. The first one that we're going to talk about is Ron Swanson as a pirate to FYE. Ron Swanson dresses up as a pirate a few times throughout the run of the show. It's his only Halloween costume, or as he says, it's my Halloween costume. He doesn't change it, year to year. So I think that that would be super popular. Plus, you've seen Funko loves Ron Swanson. I mean, we have the common Ron, we have the San Diego Ron, we have Duke Silver, we have Hunter Ron, who has a chase, we have an FYE exclusive Ron, we have a Funko Shop Ron. So, of course, that's 7 or 8 Ron Swansons. What the hell is another one here? So Ron as a pirate, FYE exclusive is what I would want to see. And speaking of Ron Swanson, let's throw in another one, shall we? I want to see a Target exclusive 2-pack of Tammy and Ron Swanson. Now, I doubt that they would do Ron with cornrows again because that was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive one, but I think maybe just a standard Ron with an outfit that he was wearing and then a standard Tammy Swanson would get the job done. However, it would be funny for them to take one of their drunken escapade outfits or, a moment from that and turn that into a 2-pack. My next prediction is a Funko Shop exclusive Andy Dwyer in a Little Sebastian t-shirt. Probably the farewell Little Sebastian one that he wears throughout the sad death of Little Sebastian. First of all, I can't believe that we had a Little Sebastian pop as a part of the first wave. That's so funny to me. And I can't believe that we didn't get a flocked one. And of course, Funko loves Andy Dwyer. There have been so many Andy Dwyer variants between Johnny Karate, Mouse Rat Andy. What else do we have here? Burt Macklin, the Common Andy. We have the Go Calendars one on the crutches coming. You know, Andy's super popular. Everybody loves Chris Pratt. So I think that having an Andy Dwyer exclusive just makes so much sense to me. And wearing a Little Sebastian t-shirt would be incredibly popular. Probably more popular than the Funko Shop exclusive Sikron, which is unfortunately still in stock on their website. Now, I have two bold predictions I want to talk about, and I would love to see them. We already have Jean-Ralphio as a part of the Emerald City 2-pack with Tom Haverford, so let's get Mona Lisa. In more particular, let's get a Diamond Edition Mona Lisa. I would love to see Hot Topic get a Diamond Edition of her, because Hot Topic has already had a Parks and Rec exclusive in the past, and they also love Diamond Edition. They've got so many Diamond Edition pops in the past, so I think a Mona Lisa one would make so much sense. And she's always got a leather jacket with sparkles on it and makeup all over her face, so I think a Diamond Edition Mona Lisa would be the way to go. And then my last prediction here, and probably the one that I would want the most, is a Jerry, Larry, Gary, Terry Gergich dressed up as Mr. Potato Head, and I would love to see him with the smile as the common, and then a Chase variant of him with the potato head frowning. It's during the episode where Chris is dating his daughter, and Chris doesn't want to invite her to the party because he doesn't want to upset Jerry, and Jerry has the smiley Mr. Potato Head, and then he says, "No, don't worry about it. You can invite my daughter." And then he looks over, and Chris and his daughter are hardcore making out on the dance floor. April walks over, rips off the smile from his chest and slaps it back down as a frown. It's so funny, that picture of him just standing there. So I think that if you're going to do a Jerry Gergich or Gary Gergich or whatever you want to call him, I think that the Mr. Potato Chase would be the way to do it. Now, where would it go? I don't know. I don't want to say Big Apple Collectibles because you'll get it in like 9 months after you order it. But I think that a smaller retailer could definitely benefit from having this and being able to do Chase bundles. Maybe Chalice Collectibles would be a great choice, but I think supporting smaller stores is pretty important, so I would like to see it go to a smaller retailer like Chalice. And those are my predictions for a third wave of Parks and Rec pops. Honestly, I don't know that we're going to get a third wave. I know a lot of these exclusives haven't been selling that well, unfortunately. I know that the Funko Shop Ron is still in stock. The Chase Ron is only going for about $20 at the moment, so they're not selling that well. But I'm hoping that the fact that we got such a big wave and a FunCon Leslie filibustering, hopefully we'll at least get a small wave and maybe an exclusive for New York Comic Con or Emerald City Comic Con next year. And I want to hear from all of you Parks and Rec fans down below in the comments. What do you want to see from Funko for a third wave of Parks and Rec pops? Anything from my list sound great, or do you have your own? Make sure you drop a comment down below letting me know what you want to see from Funko. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, the best way to show support for me and for my content is by liking this video below. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to collect what you love, even when what you love is, what did I say before? The 7th Ron Swanson variant. And as always, I will see you all soon.